What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I made a video. I had some health issues going on for I don't know, since the end of February, so 3 months or so. And probably gonna get into talking about that a little bit today and play a little golf. Right? Nothing like a good stress reducer than to play a nice golf match. Well, nice golf match by yourself. But I'm going to choose today to play at the old course at Saucon Valley, which is, it's probably an hour from where I live. Never got the opportunity to play Saucon Valley, but it's not that I didn't want to, it's just I had a couple opportunities and I turned them down. Not the old course. I can't remember what the other course's name. Another one of the, I don't know how many courses there are. I thought there was only 2, but could be 3. Yeah, I played a few courses down that way. Silver Creek is a nice one that I played. I always enjoyed Silver Creek. I thought it was a tough golf course. But I tried to find that on here. That wasn't on here. I'd like to really get into the designing of the golf courses on this thing. I think that'd be pretty fun. It's just very time consuming, I would assume. But yeah, so let's get started. I guess I could get into my health issues a little bit. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with Crohn's, and I dealt with that for a very long time.
Welcome to the golf club. My name's John. I'd like to thank you very much for being with us today. But right now, let's get down to business, get down to that first tee, and see what you can do.
Yeah, so anyway, I was diagnosed with Crohn's about a year ago,
nice off the tee.
And it just I didn't think it was a big deal.
Ooh, ended up in the rough.
When I
That's on me.
When I heard my cousin had it years ago, I was gave him a little shit, kind of made fun of him a little bit, like, oh, can't go to work, you got a stomach ache. But yeah, I mean, it's really no joke. At this point, I call it a karma disease. That if you make fun of the person that has it, you get it. I don't think that's the case, but I don't know what shot to play here. Maybe a punch. See how that goes. But basically all it is has to do with your small intestines, and the Crohn's disease basically mixes in I don't remember if it was a fluid or really what it was, but it basically just mixes it in, and wow, it's been a while, but
okay, let's
there's
see
three different like routes it can come through, and the first one fairly easy to contain. Second one not so much. Third one not so much, because they always try to contain it. I murdered it. They always try to contain. I wasn't even paying attention. They always try to contain it with a drug. Wow.
38-footer here. See what you can do.
But they always try to contain it with a drug to block the First Avenue. And if it doesn't block the First Avenue, then you're kind of, not that you're screwed, but you're pretty screwed. No way. I was gonna say, get the hell out of here.
Oh, man.
So anyway, they tried to do it the first way. They used Humira because my insurance company wouldn't cover anything else before I tried Humira. And needless to say, that did not work.
And starting off at
but I had surgery for my Crohn's on February 27th, I believe it was. And
Coming off the double bogey.
Felt
on that
great.
last hole.
I mean, I was obviously I was in
Go
a lot of
ahead,
pain because
block
they
that
did
out.
absolute,
Start fresh.
they did, you know, kind of major surgery on me where they went in through just below my belly button and then 2 other holes, and they cut about 3 inches out of my intestines, reattached it up higher, took out my appendix, and then
That was a tee
I
shot.
was in the
Just
hospital for about 4
spanked.
days recovering, which I felt great. I wanted to be out of there after 2 days. Heavily
And looks like we
heavily
have about
using pain medication while I was in
135 yards
there,
or so
not
to go.
realizing that this was actually a lot more pain than I actually thought it would be. So, long story short, I got out of the hospital, and about a week later, I had a bunch of pain. I got out on a Sunday. Following Friday night, I was in quite a bit of pain. Saturday morning, I was in extreme pain. So
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
my dad took me back to the hospital, and they found out I had a leak that I needed a drain tube for.
Nice putt. You're in there.
So they put the drain
And that'll
tube.
keep
Well, they
you
decided,
at
oh,
2
we're not gonna
over for the
do anything
round.
about it. It's only a small leak for now. Let's not even worry about it. Well,
Third hole
so I
coming up.
spent the hospital. I
Take your best
spent like
shot.
3 days in the hospital, 4 days in the hospital, and by the time I went home, I was back in a week later. Yeah, so I was back in a week later, and
Nice.
they put a drain tube in me. So I didn't think the drain tube was, that big of a deal. Sure, I knew it was a tube in me, but I didn't think it was anything. I didn't think it was anything major to the point where it would
Nice.
still be in me,
Here we go. This putt
2
for the
months,
birdie.
2.5 months after that happened. And it's still here. But I had some issues with it right after I got it, where the drain line clogged up and it wasn't getting enough out. So they had to take the old tube out
Tough break.
and put in a larger tube. And since it was like a last minute emergency kind of thing, it wasn't like a crazy emergency, but I mean, technically I guess it was. But
And a decent little putt
to me it
this
wasn't
one.
as much of an emergency as they were
Sitting
saying
at
because I've
2
dealt with
over
the
for the
pain for a
round.
long time.
All right, see if you can get this close to the
And
pin here.
so I ended up getting the procedure done where they pull the old one out, put the new one in with no anesthesia, no pain medication. And let me tell you what, it was the roughest pain
Hope this
that
one
I've
has some teeth.
ever dealt with my entire life. I mean, when I say pain, I mean I'm pretty accident prone, so I get hurt quite a bit. Never broken a bone or anything like that, but I fall and stuff like that quite often. Well, it was all that pain combined and double it. So it was pretty brutal. So got through that, went through a couple days of pain from them taking the tube out, putting the tube in, and it was pretty good. And everything they said was looking good, and I just go about my days with this tube in me. And I just went for my
so that'll keep you at
my tube check Monday was supposed this past Monday. Today's Wednesday. my tube check for last Monday, it was a situation where if it didn't heal, we would discuss surgery. If it did heal, the tube gets out, all good. So Monday was tube check. Tuesday was my meeting with my surgeon to discuss stuff. Monday I go in and I lay down on the table. They inject my tube with the contrast that they put in to see if it's leaking, and have the x-ray machine over my stomach. Well, if everything is good, the liquid should leak out your side. Right out around the outside of the tube, it should just all come back out. And last time I was there, they did it, and I could feel some come out, and they're like, oh, no, you're going to need surgery. It didn't all come out yet. I'm like, oh, okay. So at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, good. So I get the surgery, I feel better, right? So that's when the surgeon told me, nope, not going to do surgery yet. We're going to try to hold off, give it another month. You know, I was on prednisone, which is a steroid. I haven't been off of that long. You know, that makes it harder to heal. But just give it time. There's nothing wrong with giving it time. Let's give it a month, and then we'll go from there. I'm like, okay. So Tuesday, I go in. Well, they tell me Monday, yeah, we're going to have to change your tube out. I said, well, I mean, I'm not going to do it unless I get anesthesia, because I'm not dealing with that excruciating pain again. And they were shocked that I was even in pain in the first place, which is ridiculous to me, because they ended up okay in the anesthesia. I
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
I get the anesthesia, so I'm like half in, half out, and I could still feel them pulling the tube out and putting a new one in, and it hurt. But not like it did before. So I thought, okay, cool. Well, then Tuesday, I go see the surgeon, and I'm still in a bunch of pain. And the surgeon says, you healed quite a bit. We're not gonna talk about surgery yet. I want to see what you're like still, because it healed more than I thought it was gonna heal.
Sweet.
And I said, I'm in quite a bit of pain. He said, yeah, it's typically that's normal with the procedure that was done. So I was fine. No problem with that whatsoever, right? So
you're on the green. You got a lot of work to do, but you are
then he says, let's give it another month. We'll go to, July, beginning of July. If it hasn't healed up since then, we will basically discuss on setting you up for him going in and doing whatever he's got to do. Which again, if I end up fine and healthy, great. But if I don't, he's got to do something, because I've missed 3 months of work now. It'll be 4. I'm on temporary disability, sure, but that runs out, obviously. I mentioned something to him that if I get surgery, is permanent disability an option? And he says, well, I don't think you're going to need permanent disability. Let's just wait and see how everything goes. I said, okay. So yesterday, I was planning on getting on my PC and making a video yesterday after that, but I was just in so much pain. I do have a couple Green Hell videos that I could play, or that I could upload, edit and upload, but I couldn't even sit at my PC yesterday. Get up there. Sit down. Rolling through. Oh, maybe not. So that's pretty much where I'm at now.
Are you doing all right this hole on the green? Under regulation.
Still in some pain. Nothing near the last 2 days. So if I'm not in the pain that I was in the last 2 days, there's no reason I can't get up and get back at this. Turn. Stay up now. Oh!
All right, well, you didn't miss that eagle by much. All right, here we go for the birdie.
Very
Nice
difficult to
putt.
play this game and talk about what's going on in my life
Sitting
and all
at
that stuff.
1 over for the round.
Just for concentration wise stuff.
Okay,
but you
this is
guys,
hole number 7.
the guys
Let's do this.
that do watch my videos, pretty much know that this game isn't my, oh my god, I have to be so good. It's just something for me to get on, do a little BS, and play some golf because I can't play golf in real life. My buddy Stallone, who I play Warzone with,
Good stuff. Okay, you're about 140
he basically
yards
talks
out
golf
here.
with me every time we play video games. And the last thing I ever want to do is play golf. But at the same time, I've been in the mood lately. And since I've been in the mood lately for golf, oh, it's gonna bite. Spin. So, and then I'm playing this game.
Still a little work
Gives
to
me
do,
the itch to want to play.
20 feet to
Which,
the cup.
For the last, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, I haven't even wanted to go on the golf course. I do once in a while. It's gonna reach. Oh, didn't turn right.
Oh, those ones are hard on your head, but
I've not even wanted to touch a golf club. So
and the next hole coming up. And
for me to actually want to play golf is pretty shocking.
Keep an eye on that wind, could come into play on this hole.
But I mean, at this point, what the hell? I haven't really been able to do anything.
And look at this. You got all of that one. I'm sure of it.
And with all the golf talk we've been doing lately, kind of getting the itch again to get back out there. Which is a bad thing, because normally when I don't want to play and I have no expectations, I play great. Now I really want to play good. I really want to play in general. And yeah, I know exactly what's going to happen. But at this point, it's totally fine. I think we're going to be okay if we just do this. Raise it up a little. I pulled it. Okay, great. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at, health-wise. There's no really need to worry. I don't have a major health issue or anything like that, but it's still a health issue that just at this point sucks. Just more of a nuisance with this drain tube. It's located on just below my right rib cage, and
well done.
I'll tell you what, you don't realize you miss laying on your right side until you can't do it for 3 months.
1 over for the round. Hole number 9.
But that's the main reason I wanted to start my YouTube stuff about 10 years ago now. But I just chose not to. Still always wanted to do it. And since I knew I was going to be on surgery, I bought Escape from Tarkov.
Nice.
And started playing that a little bit. Because I was watching a couple guys play it on Twitch. And I thought, oh, this game could be pretty cool to play. You know, it's very realistic. I'm a big fan of realistic. I played that quite a bit. Got a little burned out from it because I wasn't great. So, I haven't recorded anything to put on here yet from Escape from Tarkov, but I'm sure it will at some point. But anyway, I decided, what the hell? If I'm going to sit home and play video games,
decent little putt there.
regardless. Why not record it?
1 over for the round.
Right? Hell, if I end up making some money out of it, great.
And hole number 10.
If I make friends, awesome. It's not a big deal. But if I'm gonna play video games, hell, I might as well record it, right? And bullshit over it.
I'm liking that one.
I'm not superior. I've been playing video games my whole life religiously. I mean, like,
quite the elevated green.
very rarely do I go a day without playing video games. And pump this up one. I think we can get it there. It's 23-foot uphill, right? Should be good. Should be all over it.
Whoa.
Oh!
Yeah, you love to hear that sound. The ball just smashing into the pin.
Which isn't
Nice
realistic,
shot.
because
Right,
if that
got a
ball hit the pin
3-footer
like
here.
that, it would have probably been 30 feet away. Any real golfer that's hit the pin on the fly with a sand wedge, a bunch of spin knows where that ball ends up.
Well done.
But yeah, so I figured what the hell I might as well
Well,
record.
there you go. That's going to bring it down to even par.
And I kind of like it. The only part, if
Nice
you guys
bird
follow
on
me
that
on
last
Twitter
hole. Let's
at
see another one.
GardenGnome81, you guys know that I absolutely hate editing. I'm sorry, I misspoke there. I hate editing so much. It has been such a pain in the ass because I've had issues editing. I mean, if you guys know how to edit videos down from, I use OBS and then I use Resolve 16 to edit.
That's going to have to hit something.
But I've had issues where I record it and it says
A
MP4.
little too much club on that approach.
I edit it and then I go to the deliver part to upload it to YouTube and it says upload failed. Then I go to YouTube, upload it on that, and it says it doesn't support the format that I'm using.
4 feet to
So
the
if
hole,
you
you
guys
do
can
this.
let me know why in the comments, that'd be amazing. If you guys made it this far.
Solid par.
Yeah, I mean it'd be
Well
great
done.
because I have to literally go into
And after
Resolve,
that, you'll stay at
edit
even
my
par.
video, and then I have to go into media management, I think, and hit transcode MP4. And after I do that, it's worked every time. But I mean, you're
Okay,
talking
and we find ourselves
you're talking
now on
in
the 12th hole. Let's see what you can do.
what, an hour and a half to edit, probably an hour to edit, and another hour and a half to transcode, and another hour and a half to upload. I mean, it's just, and then I can't do anything in the background because Resolve loves to crash for some reason when I do anything but that. Not trying to do anything with, like, oh man, I hit too far. I'm trying to not pay a subscription to anywhere at this point until I start getting some more subscribers and I get better at editing, just to make sure that I don't spend the money and then give up. So, I mean, like I said, I play video games all the time anyway. There's, I mean, what the hell's the difference, right? So basically,
Ouch. Second.
if you guys
Second
can
shot
give me a
coming.
hand with any of that, just let me know what I'm doing wrong in the comments. That'd be great. Because like I said, I went in OBS, changed it to MP4, but every time I go to render, when I hit the render, or when I try to add it to queue, it always when I click on YouTube, the YouTube button under deliver, it always comes up as QuickTime. I don't know why, so I changed it to MP4 and then I go from there. So if you guys could help me out, that would be amazing. I could really use the help.
All right, you're on the
But the
green.
editing
Good
thing is
stuff.
such a pain in the
Stay at par.
ass. And the next thing is, like, how the hell do you make thumbnails? I didn't look it up yet. Like a lot of these top streamers and YouTubers, stuff like that, they have, you know, editors that do it for them. but I'd really like to know how to make thumbnails. I feel like I could be, I feel like I could be pretty decent at it. Yeah, throw it.
All right, for the bogey.
But yeah, I mean, if anybody has any insight, that'd be great.
Because
I would love to learn how to make custom
for the
thumbnails.
round. Don't be superstitious. It's just hole number 13. This is just a number. Let's see what you can do.
Hold it. That's really bad.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Right.
Give it a good smack. Let's just see if you can get some distance on this.
That's way over the green, ain't it? Wow.
Well, at least you're out of the sand. Okay,
I'm on the green, dude.
18 feet from here.
Yeah, so I just basically want to give you guys an update. I know that my Golf Club 2019 videos get more views than my Green Hell ones do, but I'll tell you what, guys, like, I'm telling you, you don't have to watch my Green Hell videos, but just watch one of them. One of the later ones, obviously, part 5, 6, 7, something like that, because it's a little better editing, I guess.
Nice putt.
I'm actually kind of doing stuff, and some funny stuff happens.
And that'll keep you at 1 over for the round.
But yeah, just give it a chance. Just I'm not asking you to watch all of them. I'm just asking, just watch one of them, and you guys will want to play it. Just for the hell of it. It was on sale. I got it for like $15 or $20 or something like that. I mean, hell, for something that's gonna keep you busy. And trust me, it's a game that you guys will like to play. It might be the worst game ever to watch. I'm not gonna lie there. Or hell, you don't even have to watch mine. Go to WTF Moses, watch him because he's awesome. His gameplay is awesome. His editor's great. He's hilarious.
Green with a whole lot of work to do. And here we go for the birdie.
It's a cool game. I try to get everybody to play games that they necessarily wouldn't play normally. And that's a really good one. A really good one. Big fan of it. Sit down. Oh, I killed that. I didn't think I did. Good old Saucon.
And this one for par.
Long par. Tough par. Yeah, hard enough? Nope. I did not.
Oh, man. Just didn't go. All right, for the bogey. All righty, moving on.
But I have to credit Stallone.
For the round.
I did not want NBA.
Coming off
2K20
on that last hole. Let's see if we can do better
and
here.
Because I don't like playing online against people. Because obviously, like I said, I'm not very good. My connections have always been a shit connection. But I got my dad to agree to get better internet here because my wife and I are living with him until our house gets built. But man, I thought that would have been great. I thought it was downhill. I thought it was downwind. It wasn't even close.
Ugh.
This is par 5. Yeah. We're gonna smash shit out of it. Pull it again.
Sounds like a bunker bound.
Yeah, it is. Gotta get out of there nice though. But I talked my dad into better internet, which I pay for. And he tried to get me to get NBA for a while. I finally got NBA, and I love it. It's really fun. We're pretty decent at it. He's really good, but I'm I'm a good complimentary player, I guess, to him. And then, you know, we just basically just play and shoot the shit. I mean, so much fun.
It's going
Yeah,
towards
95%.
sand.
That was terrible.
Hey,
Oh,
you're
that's
loving the
buried.
sand today, eh?
Yeah, hey. And then,
You are at least
he
on the
tried to
green.
get me to get
That's good
this.
stuff. Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
He wanted me to get the Golf Club 2019 for like, since it came out basically. And the last one, whatever the last one was called, he wanted me to get them. He's like, dude, you're gonna love it. It's so much fun. Just get it. And finally, I pulled the, come on. Finally, I pulled the trigger on it. And it's
All
fun.
right, nice little
It's
two-foot putt.
challenging. But like I said, this game to me
Well done.
is basically a nice calm game that I can just bullshit and
Sitting at 3
not
over
concentrating
for the round
crazy
here.
hard. I'm just
Par
bullshitting.
4 here. Let's have a nice clean drive.
So that's why you guys see me playing this, because obviously this game has the most views for me. And
There we go. That's looking
basically
good.
how you guys learn a little bit more about me.
Oh, I was way off.
Weather here in
That
Pennsylvania is
didn't have
very
nothing to throw away
shit
at all, did it?
right now. So hopefully I don't get cut off here and lose everything. But 98%. Cut it hard. Sit down. Sit, bastard. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys, you know, hanging out with me today. If you watched the whole video, awesome. If not, that's okay too. That kind of stuff, it don't bother me. Get in. Yes, sir.
Yes.
See, if you hung out this long,
2
you
over
saw
for
that.
the round.
Comment in the video that you saw that if you stuck around this long. That's a good indicator on
Okay, let's
who
see what
watched the whole
happens here
video.
on this par 4. Let's go ahead and drop this one into
Listen,
the fairway.
everybody's got to have a
From
dream, right? I've always wanted to play video games on the internet.
Tee shot's looking decent.
So, if you're stuck around this long, I appreciate it.
Okay, so we have about 115 yards.
Just comment Saucon if you were here this long. That's what happens when I'm not talking.
I think this one's going for it. All right, you are
here.
on the green.
Am I 2 over?
Putt, and this putt for the birdie.
Birdman Jr.
Ooh, tracking
Oh, I
towards the hole
pulled
here.
it.
Ooh.
Jesus H. I don't know why I pulled it.
5-footer here, nothing too bad. Great putt in there for par. And that'll keep you at 2 over for the round.
That would have been nice to make birdie there.
Okay, the 18th hole here. Let's clear our heads. Got the clubhouse coming up after this. Just let it flow.
Yeah, I'm just going to smash it. Yeah, I was going to say, can I drive it? There's no way.
Well, tee shot's looking good here.
Oh, saved the fairway. It's shot 22 feet uphill. Okay.
Sweet. Little 5-footer here, nothing too scary.
18 reminds me of Northampton Country Club a little. I mean, it's not even close, but it just reminds me of how it's elevated green and stuff like that.
Nicely done.
Good way to finish. I'm gonna keep me coming back.
Good job out
Well,
there, ending
I
things
just
off
want
at one
to
over par. Thanks a lot for the round today. I had a
just
good
want to
time.
thank you guys for hanging out, and if you guys could leave a like and a comment, that'd be great. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.